Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about a very important aspect of my life. Many of you have asked me this question. Is there any life-changing incidents for me which gave me a new direction to my life? Or is there any book which I should recommend you which gave me an understanding of the business world or how I have to reach onto the level where I'm dreaming for? So today I'm going to share such incidents, a real life incidents which changed my life, and that is about a book which I read. The book is very famous, and if you have not read that book, I'm pretty sure you're missing something most important aspect of your life. And the book is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yes, this book really changed my thought process and gave me an understanding of the business world and how I can make myself different than the crowd. As this book is really a life-changing book for me, so I thought to do something interesting today. We are going to give away 10 books signed by me, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And you just have to simply put your comments there, like this video, and share with one of your friends. And if your name comes into the qualifying draw, you will be getting an autographed copy of this book at your place. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. We will make sure we get you this book at your place. Now let me share the lessons which I learned from this book. The first and most important lesson: don't work for money. Work for getting the success. Work for learning. Majority of the people, they keep running and keep working for whole of their life just for money. That is not the right approach. If the aim of your life is to contribute towards your profession, money is a byproduct for it. I'm pretty sure you might have seen many people in your surrounding who are just running on 9-to-5 job, and they have a limitation to make the money because they have replaced the most valuable asset of their life, which is time, by just simply few dollars in 1 hour. There could be much more potential to them and they can make more money in that 1 hour, whereas they just want to make sure they make a stipulated amount of money by just doing a job 9-to-5. So if you want to be rich, make sure don't give a pledge of your time to somebody else for only few dollars. The second most important lesson which I learned from this book is about the financial literacy. Most of the time, either it is over school or it is over college or it is university, they don't teach us how to be financially literate. And that really makes people stuck up with the situation. I personally believe financial literacy is very, very important, and that financial literacy should be taught to our kids from an early age. We keep thinking they are just kids, this is not their time to talk about money. That is not the right approach. I want to make sure my kid start thinking about it, start learning and being financially literate from very early age. And this is what I do with my kids. So Shreya, my daughter, she's 15. She managed the budget for our house. My son Krish, he's 7-year-old. I make sure whenever he has to buy something, he has to earn for it. So he collects the point, and on the basis of points, he gets it twice. So we need to make sure we give financial literacy to our kids from an early age. That is going to help them to be successful. So there are many important aspects to financial literacy. How to save taxes, how to earn more money in your pocket, and also the most important aspect is buying the asset, not the liability. And that is what the rich people, they do. They buy assets first and liabilities later. There are many luxuries of life which we call as in liabilities. That is not the first choice of life. That should be the last choice of life. And rich people mostly work on building up the assets. Real estate is one of a very big asset which people, they buy and they make profit from them later on in their life. Now liabilities like buying the luxury cars, buying diamonds, buying jewelry, yes, many of these can be part of your life, but you have to understand. You first have to build the assets for yourself, And when you are making money from your assets, then on the later stage, you can buy these luxuries which come as a liability. So buying the assets is very, very important to understand the financial literacy. Many times I have seen people, they hate borrowing money. I absolutely agree with you, that is not the right approach. But if you are borrowing money to buy the liabilities, that is what poor people they do. Whereas rich people, they know how to borrow money and use that money to create assets and more income for that. I'll give you an example. I borrow a lot of money. I'll be very happy if bank is willing to give me $50 million as a loan, because I just have to pay 3% interest to the bank. And if I have an opportunity to use that $50 million and make 20% income onto it, now that money doesn't belong to me, it is bank's money. I happily paid them 3% interest, whereas I made 20% return onto it. So my net profit is 17%, which is almost $8.5 million on 50 million. Do you think that's a good way to do business? Now I'm pretty sure you might think about it, there's a lot of risk involved into it. Yes, rich people, they love to take risk, and that is what makes them rich. But these are calculated risk. If you don't understand this calculation, then stop dreaming about being rich. The third and most important lesson which I learned from this book is mind your own business. I'll share an interesting fact of life with you. I'm sure you might have heard the name McDonald's. So when we talk about McDonald's, I know we get water in our mouth. But what McDonald's is famous for? What is their business? If I ask you this question, I'm pretty sure your answer is going to be that they sell burgers. That is not the fact. Selling burger is their profession. But what is their business? Their business is real estate. Because what they do is, they buy real estate, put up a restaurant over there and give that as a franchisee. So they make money from the rent, they appreciate their assets, and also they are getting the royalty for the franchisee. Isn't it an interesting way of doing business? So please make sure, guys, learn to differentiate between what you are doing and what is your business. You can be in a job, but you can have real estate as your business. You can make an investment. And whenever you want to do real estate, you know who to get in touch with. SaveMax. Now, fourth and the most lovable point which I learned from this book is the power of corporation. And this, I'm happy that I learned at the early stage of my life, when many of the other realtors, they were working like realtors, they were making $200,000 and were paying 40 to 50% tax on their income. I built up a corporation for myself named SaveMax. Guess what happened? By making the same money, by doing the same job, people were paying 40 to 50% taxes on it, whereas I was paying only 15% taxes just because I had a corporation. So that really gave me an access to 25 to 30% of more money, which I smartly utilized that money to grow my business. I started advertising it. I love advertising myself because government pays the money for my advertisement, a part of it. Otherwise, I'll end up paying that money as a tax to them. So learn the power of corporation in the world. I'll give you another example of this, and I don't want my employees to listen to this example, but still I will share with you. Let's say if I have an employee who is working as a marketing team lead at my office, and I'm paying them $100,000 salary. Now they are paying 40 to 50% of their income as a taxes. Whereas if I'm getting the same job done from a third party who has a corporation, I'm pretty sure they might be paying 10 to 15% taxes on the money which they are earning. So that is why I always encourage my employees and tell them, think like an entrepreneur. I don't like them as an employees. But of course, you very well understand it takes time for people to change their mindset. The fifth important lesson which I learned from this book is rich people invented money. And do you know why they invented money? They invented money to control the world. Many times I have seen people, they hate money and they keep saying, oh, I don't want money. Money is a curse. Guys, that is not the right approach of life. Yes, if you think money is a curse, Give up all your money to somebody else who loves money. There is nothing wrong to have an aspiration to be rich. And money can really help you to solve many problems. There is a famous saying, if I have to cry, I would rather love to cry in a Mercedes than sitting on a bicycle. There's a good chances somebody will come and talk to you and will ask you the reason why are you crying. So please make sure, guys, change your mindset towards money. I know many of the people, they make the comment, health is wealth. But today I want to tell you something different. Wealth is health. This is also another important aspect of life. Just think about it, that you are very strong, you have built up a strong body, you are very healthy. But unfortunately, you have no wealth to take care of your health. What is going to happen to you? You're going to die. So, health is wealth is very, very important, but wealth is health is equally important. The sixth and most lovable point which I learned from this book is work to learn. Don't work just to earn the money. When you start working to learn, money is a byproduct of it. And this is the biggest challenge which I see in my real estate profession. When a realtor comes and joins real estate, their simple and core objective is not to learn, but just to do the deals, just to make the money. And unfortunately, what happens? They forget to learn the business. If you learn the business, you are going to make a lot of money. But if you're just running behind the money and not learning the real aspects of life, I promise you guys, you cannot sustain your success for a long term. So please make sure whenever you think of working, think to learn as well, because that is what is going to make you a success story of your life. So I'm pretty sure as this book has changed my thought process, changed my direction of life, it is going to happen with you as well. But what you have to do, you have to read this book. I'm going to help 10 people from my side to read this book who are going to comment here, like this video and share it with other people. And guess what? We are going to do a lucky draw for all those people, and 10 lucky people get an autographed copy of that book at their doorstep. But you know what to do for that. And also, guys, as I mentioned earlier, we are trying to raise $1 million through our YouTube channel. So I need your help, I need your support to talk to more and more people and to make this channel famous so that we can earn a lot of money from YouTube and can give it to charities in the hospitals all across the world. And I'm pretty sure you are going to help me out in this noble cause. And don't forget to qualify for the lucky draw for this wonderful book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Thank you very much.